What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Minecraft podcast. This is episode... Sorry, I'm pulling up the channel because I don't remember.
Isn't it 48?
I think 48 was last week. Oh, it is 48. You were correct, Noah. I mean, you know what's funny? I'm either always a week ahead or a week behind. It's never on point, but I should start looking at the episode date before. Anyway, guys, welcome back to the Minecraft podcast. Noah, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yes, sir.
It was my last day of work today before I start my next job.
Woo!
So I'm excited to be done with that place.
Yeah, no more mini golf for you, man.
No more mini golf cashiering for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unless everything goes horribly wrong with my next job, I have to come back.
That's true, but let's not. That won't happen. That won't happen.
No, it won't happen. I'm determined.
So, really quickly, I just do want to mention, speaking of that, thank you for reminding me, we will not have an episode of the Minecraft podcast next week. Instead, we are going to have a fucking Star Wars Battlefront 2 for you guys. So keep your eyes out for that. It'll just be a fun little one-off video. But anyways, welcome to the podcast. We got a lot of great stuff to talk about. It's a big week. There's a lot of things going on, and a lot of things have been going on.
Can I talk about the elephant in the room?
Which one?
The one that looks like Zelda.
Oh, yeah. So basically, okay. So, look, I'm trying to think here how I want to cover this one because look, so basically what happened is that so there's been some casting rumors going around in the world of Zelda. Nothing is confirmed. I would like to point that out. But basically, let's keep in mind that now, no, I would like to remind you what's been like the number one complaint about The Last of Us season 2. What's another one that gets complained about? The Last of Us season 2, Little Mermaid. What's their major complaints with those films?
Is the protagonist doesn't look like the source material.
Yeah, exactly. Now, so everybody was, so keep in mind who's typically screaming about this are right-wing conservatives on Twitter, and including Asmongold. And Asmongold is a part of this story, which I find hilarious. Anyway, so basically everybody's been upset about.
He's a big-time idiot.
Man, he is a big-time idiot. But anyway, so basically, our boys over on Twitter got mad when it turned out that maybe Sony may be looking to get Hunter Schreier? Is that her name?
Hunter Schafer.
Schafer, thank you. Hunter Schafer as Zelda. Now, if you are not aware, they are an actress, a very good actress, and they look exactly like Zelda. And let's keep that in mind before we say anything else moving forward. They look exactly like Zelda. Like literally, I looked like I seen this on Twitter and I was like, okay, hold on, let me look at this person, right? And I was like, wow, this looks just like Zelda. I'm gonna be honest, I've seen them in a handful of things. I wasn't even aware that they're trans. Like genuinely, I was not aware. Now they are. I guess we should address that. They are transgender. They do not look. That's so rude to say. They don't look. They're acting as if this is an awful casting. First of all, it's a great casting. So now
Good
Twitter's
actress.
good
Why
actress.
Not cast her as Zelda?
Yeah, exactly. Good actress. Really looks like the part. Like perfect casting. But now Twitter's upset.
She even said that she liked to do it.
Yes.
Before.
So I hope that they do it then. I really hope that they ignored. Well, it's Sony, so we'll see. I think Sony's making that one, right? I don't remember. They sold.
I think so.
Yeah, they sold the movie rights off to like 7 different companies for Nintendo things, not Zelda. But yeah, no. So so Twitter then immediately was like, oh, you can't let a man play Zelda. It's like, bro, calm down. You are the worst. Like, literally pick a side. Do you want somebody that looks like the character, or do you just want it to fit your ideologies perfectly? Like, you can't
literally watch anything with the actress in it.
Yes,
it's literally a woman, bro.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing too, right? I was kind of confused because I thought it was a joke post at first when I saw it. I was like, I thought they were making fun of her. I was like, she doesn't look like a man. What are you guys talking about? You know, like I thought this was a Bella Ramsey situation. And then I was
One of
like,
the most feminine looking
yes.
trans people I've ever seen, honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. No, honestly.
let's be real.
Well,
I-
yeah, like I think that okay, I haven't talked to him about it yet, but like let's take Vaughn for example. I don't think Vaughn would realize that's somebody that's transgender, and I think
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Here's a good example.
Mhm.
I saw somebody on Twitter, one of those right wing movie accounts, right?
Yeah.
When the casting got announced, they were like, "Oh, this looks like a good casting," and then immediately when they learned that the actress was trans, they were like, "This is not a good casting anymore."
Dude, that's the worst. Like let people. Oh my god, I just don't understand these people, man. They are the worst. They are the absolute worst. You know, I like, and Asmongold's of course has had a very open opinion, being like, this is bad. It's like, brother, like you have to chase your water with pop. I've watched. That's one of my favorite Asmongold clips. That whenever somebody asks me about Asmongold, I'm like, here's a good video for you. It's a video of Asmongold where he's like, so he has a bottle of Fiji. He opens it up and he drinks it and he immediately.
Don't tell me this. I'm gonna start fuming and I'm not gonna be able to do the podcast anymore.
You may want to definitely.
I know where this is going.
Yeah. Have you seen this video?
I don't want to hear this.
Have you seen this video before?
Bold of you to assume that I'd be able to watch that video without destroying my cell phone.
Oh, dude, it's awful. And I won't describe the rest of it, but my favorite thing ever is at the end of it, he goes, "People drink this shit." I'm gonna take a sip of my nice ice water right now. I could
barely contain myself after I watched him talk about how he doesn't need deodorant because he's not fat. And I was like, and he's like, it's because fat people smell bad. That's why they need deodorant. I don't need deodorant because I'm not fat. Last time I wore deodorant was when I was 14. I had to wear Axe body spray. And I'm like, well, this guy is a dirtbag idiot.
My other favorite clip of him is he's talking about the blood stains on his wall because his gums bleed and he would wipe them on the wall. Or when he made his $3 steak.
And the fact that my brother watches this guy,
he's the biggest streamer in the world,
and then had to ask me, why do you think he's bad? And I'm like, well, let me break it down for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a dirtbag. He has shit opinions.
Yeah.
And he's just an all around just idiot. Like I don't like him. He just
I just always find it crazy to me because like
if I was him and that's how I made my money, I'd kill myself.
We do not condone the suicide of anybody on the Point C podcast.
No, but I'm serious. Not that I'd actually kill myself, but I'm saying if I was him and that's how I made my money, I would do it.
Oh my god.
I would take a gun and I'd point it in my head.
Jesus Christ.
And I would do it.
Yeah, so Asmongold's a character. I don't like him either. And somehow he's the biggest streamer in the world. And that's what's crazy to me. Like, okay, look, I'm not a big fan of the guy, but I don't understand how somebody like Kai Cenat isn't, right? Like, I don't really watch streams, but like Kai Cenat is a pretty decent streamer, you know?
Yeah, like, if I had to pick anybody to be the top one, he'd be a good one to pick.
Yeah,
I'm not particularly fond of his Queso.
Queso's great Queso. Too. Queso's great.
He's the best one.
Queso is great, but like even if I don't like the guy, you gotta admit like what he does on stream, like with the streamer university stuff, is pretty gold content, right? Like he knows how to make good. Kai Cenat. Sorry, I should have clarified.
Oh.
Like what he does on stream is like, look, I love Queso. I find Queso hilarious. But at the end of the day, Queso is streaming video games, right? Kai Cenat has really tried to elevate what streaming is, and I give him and I condone him for that. And trying to turn it into something that's not just like that. It's just you playing video games. You know, that's what a lot of people think of when they think of streaming. Is they think of somebody like Ninja. And there's nothing wrong with that. But somebody like Kai Cenat has turned it into basically something bigger, and I appreciate that. Do I like the dude? Not really. He's not my thing. He's too loud and energetic for my taste personally. You know, I prefer my content creators a little more laid back. But anyway, sorry, I got distracted. But Queso is up there. Queso is number 2 for me. I love Queso, man. Queso is so goddamn funny.
Who's your top?
My top, okay. Well, my personal or like my personal or like if I was making like in like a non-objective list.
Wouldn't a non-objective list be your personal?
Oh, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. If I was making a non-subjective list, because
I mean, I know non-subjective list you would put.
Okay,
Kai
yeah,
in that, so
yeah, Kai. Okay. My personal, man. I think I would either put. That's tough. I got 2 in my head. Damn. I think that I'm putting at number 1. God damn it, Pig going fuck off. Oh my god, I wasn't even realize that I was about to die. I got distracted by streamers. I'm gonna put my number 1 at I would probably put Soda Poppin' in there, honestly. Soda Poppin's great, or Jay Schlatt, between the two. They're both like just iconic and I think just truly are great streamers. Well, you know what? No, I'm gonna put Queso at number 1. I'm gonna put Jay Schlatt at number 2, and the reason why is because modern Jay Schlatt streams are not that great. So I'll put Schlatt at number 2. Like I'm so tired of the React content, man. I'm so tired of it.
Yeah.
You know, like the have you seen his Jenga stream?
No.
Oh, dude,
I'm good.
It's what he did is he played giant Jenga with a bunch of streamers.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds okay.
Yeah, and it's from a couple years ago, so it's prime Jay Schlatt. It's not modern Jay Schlatt.
Modern Jay Schlatt is disappointing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm tired of React
when we
content.
like 2 years into this channel, he was like at his peak.
Yep. Yeah. But currently, man, like every once in a while he drops a banger and it's like, dude, Jay Schlatt's back. Like the big one for me was the video like where they did the Tokyo Drift stuff. I love that video. Like that video is so like that's great. You know, it's just Jay Schlatt having fun with Ludwig, a couple other guys. You know, that's great. And you know what, make what you want. But then and then it's like, all right, guys, I'm reacting to your bedrooms again. It's like, all right, man, I've had enough. Or you know or we talked about it, but he recently just made a candy tier list. Your last tier list video was like 3 years ago. I was in high school.
All right, time to pay the rent.
Rent's due. Like that's how it feels, and it's like, all right, you know,
rent is due.
Yep. Not to mention weekly slap, which I won't. You know, I've never mind. I won't go there.
Do you want to talk about the James Bond game?
Yeah. So that got either leaked today or yesterday, right?
Wasn't leaked. It was officially
was
announced.
it? Okay.
Well, I mean, it was. We already knew about a James Bond game happening, and it's being developed by IO Entertainment.
Yes.
Who made the Hitman games?
The Hitman
so
games.
That's exciting. Mm-hmm. I know you like that.
I love those. Yep.
So you're probably gonna like this game.
Yeah.
And it's called First Light.
Yes.
That's just what the game's called. Because you know it follows the trend of James Bond titles just being, you know, Casino Royale, Skyfall, Spectre, yeah. GoldenEye, you know, those types of stuff. So, and we're gonna get more information about it on Friday, I believe.
Oh, is it at Summer Games Fest
or Sunday? Friday or Sunday?
Do we? What event is it at? Did they say?
I remember it not. I know it's not tomorrow. But I know that it's gonna be.
Okay, so it's during this week, but it's not at Sony. Okay,
it's gonna be revealed more on. Here, let me.
It's probably gonna be Summer Games Fest, is my assumption.
First Light.
Maybe.
Stay tuned for more information.
Maybe Xbox.
Full reveal later this week. Just tell me.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, wait. Actually, look up while you're. I don't want to look up because then I'll be standing still. But if you want to look it up really quick, Summer Games Fest already released what studios are going to be there. Just if you look at that list, maybe it'll. I don't know I don't remember if IO Entertainment was on there. If you don't want to look,
Summer
that's
Game
fine.
Fest.
Summer Game. Okay, cool. All right, so we will find out more about that Friday afternoon. Which
I have to get. I'm sorry, I have to get batteries.
No, you're good. Take your time.
Before my controller
Yes.
dies on me.
Yeah, yeah. So IO Interactive, they make great video games. I'm hyped for that then, because IO has not disappointed me in a while. I've talked about it before, but the Hitman games, the new ones and the old ones, are really good. I really like Blood Money, which is considered like the peak of the franchise for the older fans. Like, they love Blood Money. It's like, of the older formula, it's considered the best. And then the recent games, like the World of Assassination, is obviously like peak, bro. Like, if you haven't played that, it's 3 games in one for $60, and like, it's basically endless content, because they added a bunch of different modes. I think it was last year. I don't think it was this year. No, it definitely wasn't. It was in 2024. They added a roguelike mode, and that was a ton of fun. So if you're into that sort of thing, go for it. But
what
yeah,
game?
Hitman 3 last year got a roguelike mode that was really, really fun. And
Oh.
yeah, so what's really good about the Hitman the new ones that IO made, is that which makes me excited for the James Bond game, is that they don't just release it and say have at it. They kind of make it live servicey, like by adding new features. It's not like live service where it's like, oh yeah, here's a season pass, but it's like okay, here's our roadmap. In 2 months we're adding a roguelike mode, that sort of thing. So that makes me excited, because I think a James Bond video game could be really, really good.
Are you a fan of the films?
I've seen a couple. I haven't seen them all. I've seen who was the actor that did the Skyfall and Casino Royale? Who was that? I've seen those.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I've seen the Daniel Craig films. Yeah, they're good.
Those are probably considered the best James Bond movies.
They're
the ones
really
that
good.
you just mentioned.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the movies.
Yep.
I've seen all 5 of his movies.
Mm-hmm.
And Casino Royale is still the best one. And all I can say is I'm sure this game will be really good. If they don't have the theme, though, I don't know if I'm gonna stick around.
I doubt that they're gonna make a. Yeah, I was gonna say there's no shot. Yeah,
it's just some things are just notorious for being like, oh, we're gonna make our own theme song.
Oh.
Some things are like that.
Yeah, no, that would be really dumb if they didn't. I wouldn't imagine that they would buy the rights to James Bond and then not at least buy the theme for something,
I'm just happy that I hope that this, does. It's looking like it's gonna have the vibe of what a James Bond thing is supposed to have. So yeah. I'm looking forward. I'm scared about what Amazon's gonna do to the franchise.
That's true.
I'm really scared. I also thought it was funny at the last Oscars. They had a whole tribute to James Bond.
Yeah, that was funny.
And I was like, oh, look, it's like a celebration of James Bond before it dies.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just
on the bright side,
concerned citizen.
Yeah, for sure. I'm scared about the film rights too, because I remember we all watched the Oscars together. And you mentioned, you was like, oh yeah, Amazon owns it now. I'm like, oh no.
it's gone. Yeah,
yeah.
Do you know what the producer who was like the last of the people who are like behind like James Bond?
No.
You know what they said about Amazon?
I think we talked about this, but I don't remember. Say it again for the.
She gave the rights just all to Amazon and was like, okay, fine, you have it. And then she was like, I can't work with you guys. You're a bunch of fucking idiots. And she left.
That's funny.
I think she called Jeff Bezos a fucking idiot or something, or just Amazon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, she gets it.
They truly do hire the worst people. Like, I think back to a couple months ago when Twitch was introducing their new like TikTok like feature, and the CEO was showing it off, and he was just watching like ASMR girls. And he quickly realized what his mistake was, and he like turned his phone off. He's like, uh-oh. Yeah, no, I think that James Bond is in trouble. At least we'll get a good video game out of it, though, because let me tell you, IO Interactive is probably the best studio that could make this, I would say, for a third-person action game, but we'll see. I mean, who knows? We'll see on Friday, right? they could show us the game. We're like, uh-oh. It's a turn-based strategy game.
It's an RTS.
It's an RTS James Bond game.
RTS.
Oh no.
You're controlling the spy. Oh, watch it be like XCOM.
Oh no. See, I would like that, but you wouldn't. That's not what I want as a James Bond game either way, but yeah,
Did you hear about that Star Wars XCOM type game?
I remember seeing the trailer and I thought it looked good. I'll probably play it.
Yeah.
All right, yes, we did talk. I remember it. I remember it because I remember you sent, I think I either sent it to you or you sent it to me. You're like, this is going to be bad. And you're like, and you're like, all right, you're like, never mind. You like turn-based strategies. You're going to love this. It's like, yeah.
What? Did I say it looked bad? I mean, I just said that it disappointed me.
Yeah,
I think, like, oh, look, new Star Wars game. And I was like, oh,
that's
okay.
Yeah. I like myself a good XCOM game, so I'll probably play it, but you know. Anyway. So I guess since we talked, do you have anything else to say about James Bond or?
No, I think we covered everything.
Yeah. So
I do have one more thing.
Go for it.
I'm so sorry.
No, go for it.
So did you know about the canceled Lego James Bond game?
No.
There was going to be a Lego James Bond game that got canceled, and we have a leaked trailer for it.
Oh.
So it looked pretty good. It looked like one of those classic Lego games. I wish we got it.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because it's James Bond video game.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I would like James Bond video games. I think that they could, well, more of them. Obviously, we had them in the past, but I think they could be great. Yeah, so I guess we can talk a little bit about the other showcases. And I guess, well, I guess it doesn't matter because you guys will be seeing this afterwards. But we are, well, at least I'm going to be streaming all the events. So that includes our State of Play tomorrow. That also includes our Summer Games Fest and the Xbox event on Sunday, Friday, and Wednesday, respectively. But you guys see this on Thursday, so you'll miss the State of Play one. But anyway. So let's talk a little bit about those. We know that we got some heavy hitters showing up to, well, we'll start with PlayStation. So PlayStation, it's been leaked for a couple months now. RE9 is getting shown off tomorrow. It's either going to be tomorrow or Friday. We don't know yet, but it's getting shown off. Now, the leaks are showing that we're actually seeing 3 Resident Evil games this season. We're seeing RE9, RE5 remake, and then apparently a new third game that nobody really knows anything about. So it may be a big year for us Resident Evil fans.
That screams to me like a random VR game that nobody cares about.
Probably. Either that or multiplayer is probably what it's going to be, and nobody's going to buy it again. Capcom, learn your lesson.
Or a just out of left field genre bend that we don't care about either.
That's true. Once again, Capcom, learn your lesson. The only thing that I would want is that if they give us a co-op game again, I think that it's time for a new Resident Evil co-op game. Because if
that happens, expect a series.
Yeah, for real, man. Well, at some point we'll do RE5. We'll get to it eventually. But I would like more.
At some point we're gonna do Elden Ring Night Rain.
That too. That too.
On the duos.
Yes. Which looking forward to. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah, no. So, I don't really know what to expect from Sony tomorrow. I'm. Some people think Wolverine. I would love if we get Wolverine tomorrow. I think it's time. It's been, God, when did that game get leaked? It got leaked a while ago.
I'm just coping when I say that.
I mean,
there's this one guy. Remember that guy I told you I follow on Twitter that's like a Wolverine account?
Yes.
Every time some game showcase happens, he's always like, Wolverine? Wolverine?
I wish, man. I as long as they didn't cancel it, I'm happy. I'm just a little concerned because Sony's known for doing that, and they said that they didn't, but who knows?
I said to you earlier, if they cancel that game, I'm not getting a PS5.
I agree.
Because then I would have lost the will to.
Yeah, I agree. That game looks great. Like, and it's crazy because that game was like done. Like people played the full game. Like it's missing stuff, obviously, but it's not like, oh man, this thing is in early development. Like when the GTA 6 leaks came out like 2 years ago. Like that was early development, right?
I do remember when that got leaked and people were playing it and they were complaining about it though, and they were like, "Oh, this game sucks." And it's
Oh
like,
yeah, I
guys,
did see that.
it's not.
I seen
It's
that
not
today.
finished.
I actually was looking at the leaks again today just because I was like, I haven't seen them in a couple years. Let me look at it again. And I was just looking at it again, right? And people were saying that they're like, this looks bad. I'm like, guys, it's a leak.
They were saying that about GTA leak too.
That too. I remember the GTA leak, and that was really annoying.
I don't know why people are so dumb.
I know. Like I
Do people
just
think?
no.
Do they think or or anything?
No.
How can you?
I think the GTA leaks for me were so annoying because it was like more people cared about the GTA leaks, right? And like that's not because Wolverine looks bad. It's just because GTA is played by so many people. So you had so many more people looking at the leaks, and you had people looking at the leaks that I would call non-gamers. Like they play video games, but they're not gamers. And so they were like, "Oh, this looks bad. This looks like GTA 5." It's like, brother, it's because they're not done with it. Like if you compare it to the GTA 5, the GTA 5 leaks look like GTA 3. I just am so tired of people just not understanding how game development works and then giving them crap for it when we weren't supposed to see any of this, but instead they're like, I've decided that this game is bad. It's like, brother, and it's going on.
Or the people that complain about a game being announced like way before it even comes out.
Yes. Yep.
I can't stand that either.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like, okay, well, would you rather, not know about it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because these are the same people that demand leaks and stuff, like
it's called building hype.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
there's people that say that shit about Wolverine that bother me. There's people that say shit about Star Wars Eclipse. If anybody else remembers that.
What was that? What was that one?
It was announced like years ago.
Oh.
New Star Wars game. I think it was set before the prequels or something.
Oh wow.
I don't know what kind of game it is, but I hope it's the kind of game that I like.
Mm-hmm.
About time we had one of those. I think the only kind of game that's released that's Star Wars related recently that I actually is the kind of game that I would like play a lot is Outlaws.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Survivor.
Yeah, Survivor.
It was okay.
Yeah. We have our opinions on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I any big predictions for Sony tomorrow?
Like I said, I think they might show Wolverine. They might show some of the Knights of the Old Republic remake.
I hope so. That's been a while since that got announced. That got announced when I was in high school. That got announced that got announced like right when Spider-Man No Way Home came out. I remember that. So yeah, I would like that. I would like an update on that.
Me too. There's also a guy on Twitter I know that would love an update on that.
Yeah.
Caleb likes books. Go check him out on YouTube.
Caleb likes books. Yeah, I don't really have any major Sony predictions. Some people are saying Spider-Man 3. I hope not. I mean, I always throw. Actually, they'll probably show us more that new.
They might announce it.
Yeah, they might announce it.
Actually,
I think that we might see more of that new Naughty Dog game that they announced at the Game Awards. I don't remember what that thing was called. That like new space one. I don't remember what it was called. Which is disappointing because I want new Jack and Daxter, but I've just given up. It's never happening, unfortunately. So, yeah, no. So I don't really have any huge predictions for that tomorrow. Some people are thinking they're going to announce the PS6. If you think that, you're crazy. There's no shot they're announcing a PS6 right before GTA 6.
Handheld?
I don't know if Sony's going to do a handheld. Maybe. I don't see Sony doing a handheld. Maybe. I mean, I think that they want to go with that whole. I don't think that Sony wants to get back into the handheld race. Maybe. Look, if they announce a PSP2 tomorrow, that would be kind of hype, actually.
Yeah, I agree. I'd probably get it over the Switch.
I would agree with that. If they announce a PSP2, I will probably pick that up over the Switch too. And I think that there's room for them in the race. People would absolutely play like God of War or Spider-Man on the go. That would be great. But we'll see. I think that it's a possibility that more game company. Well, we know that Xbox is making one, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But I do think that it's a possibility that we do get a PSP 2. But we'll see. We'll see. Summer Games Fest. I think that it's possible that we see another GTA 6 trailer tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on Friday. It's possible. I don't have my hopes up very high, but it's possible. I think that if you want my honest opinion, I don't think we're going to see one, because I think that they were originally going to show that trailer off at Summer Games Fest, but then they announced the delay and they're like, we need to release a trailer or something, because they're not happy.
Yeah.
So, I'm trying to think. I don't really know if there's anything else major. I mean, obviously James Bond. But I don't have any big predictions for Summer Games Fest. Besides, maybe we'll see some Okame gameplay tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow. It doesn't drop tomorrow. I'm thinking Sony.
Minecraft 2.
Minecraft 2, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine?
They might announce a new Minecraft game at the Xbox One.
What do you think will be the next side game?
I don't know, but they are working on something. We know that.
Yes. Yeah. Hopefully something that isn't just a weird mishmash of genres again. Because I'm really tired of that with I'm getting really tired of that with them, is them just being like, oh yeah, here's our own version of Diablo. It's like, okay, guys.
Give us Minecraft 2.
It's true.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I like how Notch was like, you guys want me to make Minecraft 2? And everybody's like, yeah. And then he's like, you know what? I'm not going to do it.
Then 3 days later, he's like, haha, I lied.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm continuing with what I was going to make. Which I love that he did that, because it made so many people pissed off.
He's kind of funny, He may say the occasional anti-Semitic thing, but you know what? He's kind of funny
like,
sometimes.
after I thought about it, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. But I think Xbox is going to be the biggest showcase of all. So
Indiana Jones and the Order of the Giants.
Yeah, that's not happening. Maybe.
Well, it's the DLC. It's the campaign DLC.
Oh, never mind. Maybe
they might announce it.
That's true. It's a possibility. So I think we should talk about the other thing that happened last week, that actually is going to impact Xbox's showcase. It's been leaked for a really long time. It's basically been the worst kept secret ever, is that there is going to be an Xbox handheld. Now, not Sony, Steam released their version of Steam OS that is that you can download on your computer. It's not just for handheld. It's for everything. And it's more people are using that now than Windows 11. So, Microsoft, being the makers of Windows, not too happy. So they have paused all development plans for the Xbox handheld and instead put all their focus on Windows 11. And the reason for that is because there's technically already been Microsoft gaming handhelds. They're Windows branded and they have Windows software on them. They're not designed as an Xbox thing. But they are losing to Steam, and that's scary to them. Because if Microsoft loses that race, what are they going to do? That's literally what makes Xbox doesn't really make them money. What makes them money is Windows 11, and Windows in general. So they've officially decided that we're putting the hold on the handheld. So we were supposedly going to see that this weekend, but so we're not seeing that anymore. There's rumors of a new Xbox. I don't think that's happening. There was also rumors of a VR. I don't think they're doing that because VR doesn't sell. It just doesn't unless you're Facebook. But that sells because it's $250. Anybody can buy it. Anybody can buy a Facebook VR. I have one, right? Like anybody can buy one of those. You know what you can't? You know what nobody's buying? The PSVR 2. You know why? Because it costs as much as a PlayStation 5, and you need a PlayStation 5. Nobody's buying that thing.
Oh my god, that sucks.
I know. It does suck, doesn't it? Nobody's buying that thing. Unless you're like a big VR enthusiast, nobody's buying that thing. Actually,
that's bad.
It is bad.
That's horrible.
It is bad,
I
ain't it?
hate that.
Mm-hmm.
That is the worst.
And like, VR is obviously expensive, right? It is. Nobody's gonna lie to you and tell you that it
Makes
isn't.
me think of that Black Mirror episode. No. It's like, oh yeah, I got you the VR add-on for the console.
Yep.
So we can play together. It's like, okay, got it. What?
Nobody's buying
it's
that.
It's like, dude, why do I need the base console to play VR?
Yep. Well, because see, that's what's funny about it, Noah.
To run the game?
Well, yes. So basically, the thing is that any VR headset that you really buy, it's not really doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Any VR, except for Facebook's, any VR headset that you're like, if you buy like the Steam one, or you buy like if you buy a good VR headset that you have to use a computer or a PlayStation for or whatever, it's not really running on the headset. The headset basically kind of acts like a monitor, right? So there's really nothing in there, really, is the thing, right? Like, it's not like a second computer is the thing. So the issue is that it's still like,
that's something that always confused me about VR. So
yes. Yeah.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Yep. Yeah. So like most time you have to plug it into something. And it's running off of that thing. So like the PSVR is running off of the PlayStation. So the issue is it's like,
there are some that are Bluetooth monitors, right? Though.
There's ways of doing it airless, but then you're streaming it, right? Like, so there's a couple like that, but most of them are not wireless. There's a couple. Oh, hi.
Welcome to the monolith.
Very epic. Is this just gonna be what is this turning into?
Just a monolith.
I see. Very nice.
It's just a big block of polished andesite.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can tell we've been doing the Minecraft podcast for a long time.
When I just run out of ideas, so I'm just making a big long block of andesite.
Yeah. Well, I got 11 pieces of netherite this episode that we do not need. So.
I'm just gonna do it.
I'm just doing it. But yeah, no, it's kind of weird. Like,
we all die at some point.
Exactly. I might as well do it now.
Earlier.
Like, I like VR. I play it a bit. I played a good bit with my MetaQuest, and it's a good time. But the issue is like that one's $250, right? And Noah used it for a bit. Like it's basically the way how Meta makes theirs is it's basically an Android phone inside of it. So it's not great. You know?
Yeah, I was like, okay, the screen isn't that good.
No,
but
it's
then
not.
I realized you have like the Facebook one, right?
Yes, I do.
So,
I have the Facebook one. And
just because it was the cheapest option, right?
That's why.
Because you wanted a VR headset.
Yeah, because I wanted to play Ghost of Tabor, which is the Tarkov of VR, and that's fun. And I was like, I want to play Resident Evil 4, right? And it's because, like, look, I first of all, I'm a Mac user, so like I can't really even use VR like a good VR headset anyways. Most of them require Windows. And so like I don't know, man. I just think that VR, it's a cool concept, but it's so expensive. Like if you look at the Valve one, hold on, I'll look it up. How much is the Valve one? Like the Valve Index. Let me look at how much that one costs because it's not cheap. And I'm gonna have you guess the price here in a minute. Ooh. Let's look it up. Valve Index cost. I really wish. Is there a way to turn off the stupid Google AI results? I hate this.
I think you just have to put no AI after your.
Oh, is that
message.
how you do it?
I think that somebody said that.
Oh. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay,
Did that work?
no, I didn't. I just typed in Steam after it because you can only buy it from Steam. Okay, so it looks like they're out of stock. Yeah, apparently they're all out of stock. But okay, so wait. Oh, okay. Okay, so for the headset with the controllers, keep in mind they sell the controllers separate. I want you to guess how much it costs, Noah.
$800.
Okay, with controllers, it costs $749. If you want just the headset, it's $449 or sorry, $499. And I think that like you could use a third party controller or whatever. I don't know if
Why
you
would
need.
you? Oh, okay.
I don't know if you need the Valve Index. What do you need this? Hold on. Requires Vibe Index. Okay, so I don't know if you need this thing. This is called the Valve Index Base Station. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know if actually I think you do. I think this is how it connects wirelessly. That's also $150. You're almost spending $1,000 on this thing.
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See, that's the because then also you got to keep in mind that's not your only expense. You're not buying this and then using it out of the box. Because then you need a computer that can run VR. So you're buying
And
a
then
computer.
you're gonna spend basically another $1,000 on that too. If you want a really good one, huh?
Dude, I think you're spending more than $1,000 on a PC that can run VR. I think you're gonna have to buy
you're
like a
basically
$2,000 rig.
$3,000.
Yes.
There you go. That's basically $3,000 if you want to play good VR games.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost you $3,000. It might cost you
Wow.
$2,500. It might. You might be able to squeeze it. I don't know. I know that you're gonna need a beefy computer.
You want the full experience, you're gonna need everything.
And then that's not even including, right?
That is why, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a PC gamer.
Well, and then also you got to think if you want the real experience, then you got to buy the haptic suit. Then you got to buy the if you buy the haptic suit,
oh, you gotta buy the Ready Player One.
Yeah, you gotta. If you want the true experience,
pack.
and then you could buy the treadmill for like $1,000 as well if you want that. The treadmill that holds you in place. Which let me tell you, I've seen a guy do this the other day because YouTube knows that I like VR, so it'll feed me VR content. This dude had it in his backyard. I could not imagine putting on a VR headset, the haptic suit, and then running on the treadmill in the backyard. Are you kidding me? No shot am I doing that. No, I'm not letting my neighbors see me do this.
Go outside. Just see your neighbor just
you're like
totally immersed in another world.
You're like making burgers for the family. And you're like, what is my neighbor? You're
wow, I actually have a life.
Yeah. Like, wow. I feel so much better about my dead end job now. Like I feel so much better about my 9 to 5 when I seen my neighbor out there. Like you're sitting there like you're like coming home from work. It's like that scene from SpongeBob, like where it's like, are you coming to bed, dear? Yes, dear. It's like the same thing. Except you're gonna look out your window and you're gonna see your neighbor running on a treadmill in place playing Ghost at the Boar, and he's getting real into it. He's getting real tactical, and you're like, you know what? I don't really care that my son's gay anymore. I don't really You're gonna be
there
real.
Are worse things.
Yeah, there's worse things. He could be that. It's like the old Reddit post that got popular again this week, at the video of the dude calling his dad and letting him know that he's a brony. He's like, Dad, I want you to know that I'm attracted to ponies and I make art for it. And he's like, is that why you turn your monitors off every single time I come in your room? Yes. Yes. We got so off topic there, but yeah, no, I don't really, I would like some new stuff from Mojang. I think it's time. I would like a new game, something better than Minecraft Legends. That was kind of not good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I want them to do next, honestly. like game wise, like side game wise. Do you have anything that you like game genre you want them to try?
For Minecraft,
Yeah.
I want them to do an open world RPG game.
That'd be cool.
That has building mechanics, but not basically just like an open world RPG version of Minecraft, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be cool. I agree.
Building.
Yeah, like light building. Like I don't obviously not to like the crazy extent that we can do now because I don't
Presets, kind of like Minecraft Legends.
Exactly.
But
yes.
less restricted.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with that. Because I agree that if you just took the open RPG formula and then just do it in Minecraft, it wouldn't really work. But I do agree that would be awesome. That would be cool. Who knows? I don't know what they'll do next, but I would like something new. I think it's,
maybe make the world, instead of doing like a mode where it's like a roguelike, you can just make the world infinite like regular Minecraft.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
But like the first spawn area is a set area, but everything outside of that is random.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
So like the bare necessities of what the game is.
Yeah.
Starts out linear, normal, how a normal game would be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after you complete the game, everywhere you go outside of the area is completely infinite, like regular Minecraft.
Right.
So it's kind of like an adventure game after that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would play that. I think it'd be something cool, new, and unique for Microsoft, for Mojang. The big rumor. Well, so you think that they're going to show Halo off in the fall?
So they actually announced. So let me go to the account that announced this. But basically, they said that they're going to do Halo Championships, Halo World Championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that not working? They basically just said this is not just Halo World Championship. This is like the big Halo event.
Yeah.
So there's going to be like big game dev reveals.
Okay.
So they listed that in October. They're going to be doing big game dev reveals.
I see.
So
I think
that means that they're probably going to show something Halo related this October. So maybe they'll announce something at the showcase.
Yes, I think they're going to announce
and then talk more about it in October.
Yes, exactly. I think that they're going to announce it on Sunday, and then October is going to be like the deep dive.
Yeah,
because there's like the remake was leaked last year, and the leaks were that we were going to see it that showcase. I don't think they're going to go another showcase, especially with all the Gears of War stuff going on right now. I think it's the perfect time to announce the Halo remake, which is another thing we'll talk about here in a minute. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that remake. I think it's going to be good. I trust Halo Studios because, I mean, the new guy in charge actually knows what he's doing with Halo. So, yeah. So I guess we'll mention it. Gears of War, the leak is that it's going to be basically a shadow drop, the remake. That it may not come out on Sunday, but that it'll be like it's coming out in 3 weeks, or it's not gonna be a very long period. Which I'm excited for the remake because I'm glad that we get multiplayer with it. I'm excited to hop back into some Gears of War multiplayer. And I'm just excited for that. I think that it's a good step in the direction for Microsoft for this remake, especially since they're trying to do this reboot of the franchise. So perfect place for PlayStation people to jump in, the remake, obviously. So we will see. And which, I still have my opinions that I don't know if going multi-platform is the best idea for Microsoft right now. But hey, what do I know? Who knows? Maybe it'll be a great decision. I just don't see how it's going to work out for them. But maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll be completely wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong. Maybe it's the best decision Microsoft has ever made. But
yeah.
Any big predictions for you at the Xbox Showcase?
That was it.
Yeah. Oh, one last thing. The Splinter Cell remake got leaked that it's going to be showed off on Sunday at the Xbox Showcase because it's also...
all right.
Yeah. Because Ubisoft is adding a bunch of more of their titles over to Game Pass this year. So it seems like maybe they'll show it all because they're not going to have a presence at the Game Awards, if I remember correctly. So a lot of people are thinking that they're going to show off Splinter Cell as a day one release for Xbox, which would be cool. We know that game is still in development, which I'm really, really excited for. Please be good, Ubisoft, because they're keeping it as true as possible. Well, the game director said he's keeping it as true as possible to the original. So I'm glad that Ubisoft isn't like, oh yeah, we're making an open world remake of Splinter Cell. Oh man, if they look, if they somehow turn this into something bad, I may cry. So maybe you'll want to tune into that stream, ladies and gentlemen, because let me tell you, if they announce a open world Splinter Cell game, I might shed a tear to a franchise little once new. So we'll see. Oh man.
hey, if they announce that, you have to promise me to play through the whole entire Splinter Cell Conviction on a Let's Play series.
Okay. All right. I'll make this known now, chat. If they announce a open world Splinter Cell remake on Sunday, I will do a 100% Let's Play of Splinter Cell Conviction here on the channel. And the whole time, I'm not going to be in a good mood. I'm going to be complaining. Anytime that I use the headshot mechanic, I'm going to be livid. Actually, I like it in Blacklist. I just hate how it works in Conviction. But
I had a question. Do you consider yourself a fan of the Predator films?
Yeah, they're good.
Which one is your favorite?
The first one.
First one?
Yes.
Did you see Prey?
Which one's Prey? Was that the second one?
It's the newest one.
No. Oh no. You know what's funny? We talked. Was that the bad one or the good one?
This one's well revered by many, including myself. It's probably my favorite Predator movie.
Okay.
With the first one being my favorite, my second favorite.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I remember the other one that came out, and you're like, "This is bad." But okay. So the new one's good.
Yeah. Okay. The Predator. That's horrible. Holy shit, that's a horrible film.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. That we talked about. I remember that on the podcast. And I remember it because you're like, dude, this, I'll watch it. And, I didn't know that they made one. I was like, okay, report back. And then you reported back next week. You're like, this is probably one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah.
I love Shane Black's Iron Man 3.
Yep.
I don't know what he was thinking with the Predator.
Yes.
I know that he was, and I thought it might be kind of good because he was in the original Predator movie.
Yep. Yeah.
So he must know what a real Predator movie is supposed to be. Turns out he doesn't. So, yeah.
Okay.
But I wanted to tell you about the two new Predator movies coming out.
Okay. We got two of them. Wow.
Two of them this year coming out. One of them's coming out this Friday on Hulu. And it's called Predator Killer of Killers.
Killer of Killers.
And it's an animated movie. It's got that new like Spider-Verse type animation style that looks really crisp and cool. And here's the synopsis.
Okay.
This anthology story follows three of the fiercest warriors in human history: a Viking raider guiding her young son on a bloody quest for revenge, a ninja in feudal Japan who turns against his samurai brother in a brutal battle for succession, and a World War II pilot who takes to the sky to investigate an otherworldly threat to the Allied cause.
Yeah.
But with all three of these warriors are killers in their own right, they are merely prey for their new opponent, the ultimate killer of killers. So basically, the Predator is going to fight three warriors from different time periods.
Okay. That's cool.
Throughout the movie.
I like that we're getting more stuff like this of like, Ghostbusters and things like this, where they're realizing, hey, we don't just need to make a live action cash grab. Let's make things for the fans. This sounds like something for the fans. It's animated. I like this idea. This sounds cool.
And I just like that they're finding new things to do with this franchise instead of just sending the Predator to Earth constantly.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, technically he is going to Earth, but in different time periods.
Yeah. Yeah, you can absolutely do plenty with that. Or with the Punisher, not Punisher, with this franchise. So I'm excited for that. I'll probably check that out.
And it's by the director of Prey.
Okay.
Both of these movies that are coming out this year. One of them's coming out in theaters in, I believe, let me see. November.
Awesome.
November 7th. And it's about a predator that got cast out from his clan. And basically, he's searching for the ultimate opponent.
Okay.
To so that he can win, come back to his clan.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's not set on Earth. It's the first one that's not set on Earth.
Okay. That's a good idea, I would say, personally. I think that, like, just doing things in the universe of Predator is such a good, like, it's the same thing with Alien, that I felt like for so long they were just trying to tell basically the same thing over and over with Alien, right? And they're finally getting away from that. Well, and they got away with that with like Prometheus and things like that, but whatever. The thing is, like, I like that. Good on them for actually doing something more unique, trying to tell different stories. So hey, good on them.
Yeah. I'm excited for both of those because
Yes.
I loved Prey. I think that they really innovated the franchise and, injected it with a lot of, adrenaline, I would say.
Right.
I really know what they're doing at this point.
Yeah.
I think that these two movies are going to really add on to that, and I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what they do. I'm also excited for that Alien show that starts soon too. Like, I like where we're going. So, yeah. So we got distracted by a lot of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that, but we are actually at the end of the episode today, unfortunately. So once again, just quickly want to mention that we are going to be, at least I will be streaming a good chunk of the PlayStation Showcase, the Summer Games Showcase, and of course Xbox's Showcase. Probably won't do the Outer Wilds Showcase because I don't care. But Noah may be joining me for some of those. I don't care. Look, I played part of the first game, but it's just Fallout. Fine, whatever. I don't care. I really don't. But because it's gonna be like, okay, it's cool that Xbox does this every year, where they take a game, like last year they did COD, right? Where they're like, okay, so here's our main showcase, and then we're gonna do another hour showcase after this of whatever the big game release is that we want to highlight. Fine. I just don't care about the Outer Wilds unless they show something tomorrow where I'm like, I keep saying that, unless they show us something on Sunday where I'm like, wow, this is the best thing ever. I'm playing this, so I just don't care. But anyways, thank you guys so much for checking out this week's episode of the podcast. We will not be back next week, but you guys have some Battlefront 2 gameplay to look forward to. And as always, we appreciate your time. We have a Discord link in the description. We also have a link to buy some W Energy. Go ahead and do that. It's great. Best stuff in the universe. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode of the podcast. And we will catch you next week for episode 49 of the Minecraft podcast. Peace.
Peace.